Zelf zijn ze misschien de tel kwijtgeraakt, de heren van My Dying Bride, maar ik heb het goed bijgehouden. Het is de 9e keer dat ze hier op Graspop staan. En bij mij staat Aaron. Aaron, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you very much. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I was just counting how often you guys have played here. Do you know it yourself?
I've been told we've been here 9 times, which I believe is a record for any band. I think Saxon were probably the band who played 8 times equally with us a few years ago, but now we've taken the world record for the amount of appearances at Graspop, which is great. You know, I didn't realise. I thought we'd played about 3 or 4 times, but...
You say I've been told, so it was necessary that you were told.
I'm never going to remember how many times we've played anywhere. I think as I'm getting a little bit older, I'm becoming more and more forgetful. So it's a challenge for me just to remember the lyrics for one show.
Really?
Remembering how many shows we've performed, it's not necessary. I don't need to be that. I don't need to go there.
I know that Michael Stipe of R.E.M., when they still used to play, he really had to have his lyrics on stage with him, but it's not come that far with you guys yet.
No, but I think if I'm going to do that as I get older, I might do what Nick Cave does, where Nick Cave will pull someone from the crowd and hand them his book of lyrics, and the person stands on stage as he sings at them and then turns the page, and they stay for 2 or 3 songs, and then they get a round of applause, and then somebody else comes up and holds the book. So I think if I'm going to do it, I'm not going to hide it, I'm not going to pretend, I'll make something of it.
Yeah. Is it necessary to have a certain inspiration, or do you write whenever you can or whenever an idea pops up in your head?
Well, I always have a notebook and I'm always making notes, because you don't know when the inspiration is going to appear. You know, I could find inspiration here someday. If the sky opens up and it starts thundering and raining on us, then that could inspire me to write just a small line.
Yeah. Is that the way it goes? That you start with the lyrics, you present it to the band, and then the music comes along, or does it sometimes goes otherwise as well?
Sometimes goes the other way. For this album particularly, we've brought Calvin back, one of the original founder members of the band. However, Andrew had already written about 95% of this album. So, and I had a lot of trouble with this album because my father died in January, and that was right the week before I was due to record the vocals, and it was a horrible time for me. So I basically let Andrew compose and record the entire album, and I had problem after problem after problem recording the vocals because of personal issues. But we got it done eventually, thankfully. But it's mostly Andrew's work. I'm sure on the next album after this we'll see much more of Calvin's input, but Calvin joined so late in the recording process that it was too late for him to stamp his mark on the album. I couldn't wait for the recording to end because it was a terrible time for me. So it's mixed emotions for this album. Great to have Calvin back, but I only remember the recording with great sadness, so I was happy when it was over.
Is it difficult then to sing the songs of the new album live then? Do the feelings come along then?
It will be terrible because, weirdly, before my father died, one of the songs on the new album is called "And My Father Left Forever," which is freaky because it's almost like, it's not a premonition, but you know what I mean. And I won't be able to sing that one live very easily, but it's a great song, so I'm sure we're going to have to sing it live. But I'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. I might need an extra drink before I go on stage, because it's difficult to sing songs like that. There are certain songs that I never sing because they're quite personal, but we have so many songs to sing, I don't need to sing them. We've got so many more to choose from that I can skip some of them if I feel uncomfortable about performing them live. That song may be one of those, but we'll see.
I'm sure that wherever he is, your father, he will be joining you somewhere on stage.
It is funny though that he did think we were shit. He thought our music sounded like a cross between a toilet being flushed and a lawnmower, all at the same time. And I just thought, well, that's cool, because we're not performing music for you. You know, you're too old to like our music. So he didn't like what we did. He never saw us play live, but I think because he was a military man, he travelled the world, and I think he was proud of the fact that we are travelling the world and doing the things that we want to do.